The focus has to be on the present. And we are finally underway as Lion Blaze tries to start things off for Ghost Gaming, only to have it come right back their way. Charlotte Phoenix opening salvo denied by Mektos.
This one already a strong start here. You're seeing that pressure coming out here from Charlotte Phoenix early, trying to get that first goal, making a statement, and also trying to test the speed of Ghost Gaming.
Walked away here. Beastabonium's got Delta midfield, but shot easily blocked away by Mektos. Up so quickly to meet him. And the defense of Mektos is going to be something Ghost is going to need to rely on against this very quick Charlotte Phoenix squad. I think they're deceptively fast at times, Dazarin. A lot of teams don't know what to expect out of them until it's too late.
Oh, that's a decent redirect upfield. But yeah, like you said, you really don't want to wait until you're out of time to get things going. And that's why the early part of the game is so crucial, because we see teams build leads that they can maintain over the course of things. You really start to see the game turn up once we get towards the halfway point after things get settled. But right now, Charlotte Phoenix, oh, that's a hot start. Andy with a beautiful goal.
They are the higher scoring team on average between the two. And it's shots like this. Lion Blaze, no chance on a fastball from Andy. Of course, it's credit to Delta for the setup too. I mean, that's perfectly placed.
It's really wild when you also look at the numbers here between these teams, how evenly matched they have been over the course of the series. Keep in mind though, this is really the second time these rosters have played each other. Last time Ghost was playing with Luke in their previous matchups, so we haven't really seen too much of this. And actually, interesting enough, it was the winter major tiebreaker where Ghost ended up winning in 4. So obviously Charlotte Phoenix are going to want some revenge from that. They staying alive in the lower bracket, a great way to do it.
This is popped away by Andy. Tried to work very quickly downfield, but bumped by freshness. That slows him down a little. So Delta will have to reset the attack. He's got Andy coming on in mid again. Boy, Andy in the middle of the field getting very comfortable. Ghost trying to bump him out and, kind of shake his confidence a little bit. It is not working, as he is continually finding opportunities against the Ghost defense.
Yeah, those opportunities are going to be what really helps Charlotte Phoenix way down the line here. Andy making sure he's as annoying as possible. The Ghost still trying to find their way in. We haven't seen a shot from them. Game halfway through, and Beastabonium almost setting up for a second shot. There's going to be a pass to him. He throws it in midfield, and Lion Blaze with a strong clear.
And even that doesn't register as a shot. Just didn't have a lot of pace behind it. So now Lion Blaze will launch another one netward. This might count as a shot. It does, finally. And Beastabonium gets an easy save.
Still, that pressure that we want to see from Ghost, not necessarily there. We saw a bump play that could have set up a lane for a goal. But besides that, it's still been Charlotte Phoenix with all the pressure. The difference is they also have a 1-goal lead as a cushion here. So they're totally happy with this result as they try to extend their lead.
Does seem like only a matter of time before they add to it with passes like that from Beastabonium, but he could not hit Delta. Andy all the way back this time, and Beastabonium makes the save on Lion Blaze's shot. That's for the first real shot that Ghost Gaming has had in this game, and Delta almost had the read on Lion Blaze.
You can see Ghost just slowly moving upfield. But again, that consistent pressure not there. Mektos gets this one out into space, but there's no follow-up. Way far back, and it just looks like it's going to be Charlotte Phoenix ball once again.
Popped away, but not out of the zone as Ghost Gaming trying to hang around in this opening game. Still only down by 1 goal. But that ball from Freshness is a dead giveaway. Delta looking to make them pay for it. Beastabonium couldn't win the challenge. Here goes Lion Blaze. Boy, how dangerous is he? We're about to find out. So he's waiting for that ball to come back to him, and it never gets there. The defense of Charlotte holds strong. Andy, clear the runway. No, Mektos clears it away.
Ghost again trying to get out, but Charlotte Phoenix, those transitions looking dangerous. We're approaching the final 30 seconds of game 1. Charlotte Phoenix are sitting comfortable with a 1-goal lead. Meanwhile, Ghost Gaming still trying to find their way in. There's a dibble on the ball, but that's a strong beat, and Andy will have a lot of time.
He was hoping that midfield boost would spawn for him. It didn't. In fact, it does for Mektos, who's going to be called on here on the back post. He has to sit in net and wait for Beastabonium. And now he's just caught in between challenging or not. Made the right decision. Slowed down Charlotte. Now here goes Ghost. Chance to break out to tie the game. Blocked by Delta. Closing seconds. Andy needs one more touch. Doesn't have it. Freshness across for Lion Blaze. Too strong. And Beastabonium will down it. Charlotte hangs on.
Game 1 goes to Charlotte Phoenix, and there's that MVP in front of the screen, Andy, in terms of getting that first goal and also just maintaining a consistent amount of pressure on Ghost Gaming's half. Meanwhile, Ghost struggled immensely. The offense was not there at all for them. A lot of possession swaps. They gave away the ball a lot. Next thing you know, Charlotte Phoenix would always turn that around and keep it in Ghost's half. We got to see a completely different Ghost Gaming team going into game 2, because right now, Charlotte, they're totally fine with holding things with a 1-goal difference. And for Ghost, just something to make Charlotte Phoenix play with a little bit more risk will be important.
Andy, one of the more accurate shooters on the field. Delta's right there with him. Get this, Daz. They both come in shooting almost 33%. When you think about the opportunities that Andy's able to generate for the Charlotte Phoenix, 1 out of every 3 of those shots finding the back of the net, that's going to be a real problem for Ghost Gaming.
Yeah, even looking at Ghost Gaming right now, when we talk about some of their offense, a lot of it was individual plays. They give up so much space in that midfield, and no one wants to bite when it comes to sitting that second man forward. And sometimes you need to do that to really throw off a defense, but credit to Charlotte Phoenix, their defense has been back. The rotations have been really good in terms of making it that much more challenging for Ghost Gaming to get in.
Delta delays and gives Andy a look, but he gets blocked out of the picture. That's a big physical play out of Ghost Gaming that might have just saved them a goal. I don't know if anybody else was going to rotate back and stop the double attempt. Here goes Delta again. Just booming one downfield. Counts as a shot, so one of the easier saves Freshness is going to get. And Lion Blaze will pop that away again, but they have to take so long getting out of their own defensive zone. Charlotte constantly able to get back, get boosted up, and bring another attack right back into the zone as Andy dances through in the air. And again, it looks like more possession for Charlotte.
And Charlotte are trying to respect Ghost on the field, at least. They're spacing out, which is very important, and doesn't look like Ghost can do much with it, but that's a good shot from Freshness. Incredible save from Beastabonium.
I think Beastabonium might have been the only guy who knew Freshness was up there for that. Credit to him, the defense holds up again. Now Lion Blaze looking for Freshness downfield, and Andy kind of chased him away and put him in an uncomfortable spot, so now he's waiting to try and challenge this. Got a late start, but he will get the clear alongside Lion Blaze.
And right now, Ghosts are just kind of playing that war of attrition. You see Beastabonium going for a quick shot. The ball gets straight back to him. Charlotte Phoenix not trying to give up too much ground here. A lot of this has just been testing touches as they try to see if they can find a hole and Ghost Gaming. But maybe you talk about the physical play. That might be what they need to just throw off that defense just enough for a play.
Spike down for a high hop, but Freshness will take charge for Ghost. Somebody needs to. They have had minimal offensive opportunities through the first game and a half. Freshness has had the best look, and he's got a big stop in front on Beastabonium. Andy trying to delay, and Lion Blaze picks his pocket.
Freshness comes up so big here off the initial challenge. Andy just doesn't see him. He tries to take his time, but the bump to set up Lion Blaze. Communication from Ghost Gaming coming out there to get their first goal.
Couldn't come at a better time. Start the second half of game 2 off with a bang. And maybe another Beastabonium just repelled Mektos, who was cheating up for a huge shot. Mektos wins that one over Beast, though. And keep an eye on that matchup as this series rolls on. They seem to be at each other very early on. Andy could not get by Freshness. He made a great recovery after grabbing the midfield boost.
Oh, this is awkward.
Yeah, that miss from Beastabonium certainly didn't help matters. Freshness might be able to recover from this, but Delta got there first.
Yeah, on top of that, there was a double commit on Ghost Gaming side. It just seemed like everybody, it's like a glitch ended up happening, you know, on all sides of the field. But despite that, now we got to see Charlotte turn up the Jets here. Down by 1. Now they're in a reverse position. Can they come up with a goal as Beast brings his carry up?
Great setup from Beastabonium, but just a mediocre finish. He lost control. Now Delta just waiting for Mektos to play right to him, but the ball gets by. So Ghost got away with one here, perhaps, and Andy there to cut it out. Big demolition from Beastabonium. Tough angle for Andy, just couldn't get to the ball in time.
And honestly, it's a really good touch from Freshness. Smoke from the demo could have thrown off his vision just a little bit, but he's still able to guess where that ball's going to go. And now you saw, like you said, a great touch. Andy in the same position, but gets it through. No one there for the follow-up. Ball too fast, so it'll be clear back in the midfield.
Ghost Gaming trying to make this 1 goal hold up, as Charlotte did in game 1. The 1 goal out of Andy off the feed from Delta. And here it's Lion Blaze assisted by Freshness. That's the only offense this whole series. Lion Blaze looking for one more. An insurance goal would certainly help, but Andy clears from the back wall. And look out, Ghost might have got their hand caught in the cookie jar. Beastabonium, Andy, flip reset is denied by Freshness. The demolition from Mektos might have sealed Charlotte's fate.
They're still trying to keep it up. Delta off the respawn pass to Andy. Shadow! It rings off the bar and it's out. And Ghost Gaming get away with game 2.
I didn't give him a chance to even get a shot off, and boy, did they. The 7th shot out of the Charlotte Phoenix, or rather the 9th, rings off the crossbar after an incredible save. One of the 7 Ghost Gaming had to make in that game to keep the shutout intact. And what a performance out of Freshness. Defensively, and of course, he had the shot that set up Lion Blaze's game winner.
Wow. Honestly, that coming down to the last second there is so important. But Charlotte, this time, just could not really find a way in. And Ghost Gaming, I mean, they played some very strong defense. And also, looking at their transitions, they looked a lot better, at least on the offensive half. They still didn't spend as much time as I think a lot of people would have expected from Ghost. It still does seem like Charlotte Phoenix has the majority of the pressure. But as long as they get those counterattacks and make plays like the one we saw from Andy, it's going to be up to Charlotte Phoenix to try to stay consistent, as Ghost Gaming is waiting for that one opportunity to really put in a goal.
So who gets the 1 goal out of this game? We'll find out. So far, it's just been Andy and Lion Blaze. Could have been Andy again, but Mektos jumped in front to sweep it away. Now Freshness tried to chase down Andy. This is how Ghost scored in the last game. Freshness got one around, but nobody else could charge the net. Beastabonium had it easily. Just that one lapse in midfield. That's the opening both these teams are looking for. Just a small window to get a pass through, and it has been a tiny window for both these teams to strike in games 1 and 2. Eventually, something's got to give, and something has to open up. We're not looking at, 2 offensive juggernauts by any stretch. But you'd imagine at least Charlotte would have a little bit more in the tank, and it just hasn't been there.
Yeah. After game 1, it does seem like they've definitely slowed down. And now we're seeing Ghost try to use the momentum off of game 2 to build. But I would not count Charlotte Phoenix out yet. I mean, we saw what happened in that 0-second play. They can come as close as possible to the making, really strong goal scoring opportunities. But on the other side of things, Ghost Gaming does look like they're finally firm and set, and they've showed up here.
Well, maybe Andy, boy, he had to do a lot of work to keep that ball out. Now here goes Delta, one-on-one with Lion Blaze, and Beastabonium follows. It's just high.
Beastabonium shadowing Delta just a little too close. And we saw the ball pop up and caught him a little bit off guard. His momentum going into the ball was so fast that it sent it high. Could have been a good chance for Charlotte in a 2v1 situation, though. Well done on Ghost defense.
Mektos picked his spot, and Andy met him right there. 2 huge saves as he stops Lion Blaze's follow-up. Freshness going to be wide. and Delta can take his time for a moment. Mektos will make it a little short time, but still got the clear, did Delta. Mektos head hunting, didn't find anybody. Beastabonium makes the save, falling into his own net.
Ghost Gaming really trying to turn it on now. You see Lion Blaze so aggressive to that one. But now is the transition. We see Charlotte Phoenix still trying to get back into this, but they need a little bit more. Ghost Gaming on that rotation is there every single time. Maybe control the ball a bit. We have seen some really strong carries. This may be a chance with Beastabonium going up.
They give up so many opportunities to Ghost Gaming, and this one finally came back to bite them. Beastabonium almost converted, but it's the second chance opportunity. Lion Blaze ran out of gas, and Andy's there to punish.
And that's what's important. The carry from Beastabonium, able to pull 2 out of the net. Ghost Gaming have to stop on the double commits. They've been getting away with it. This time they were punished. Great carry from Beastabonium and good goal from Andy.
Popped up and a free ball for Delta. What can he do with it? Beastabonium takes out Mektos. Andy coming on. Floater on target, and Freshness made the save. Didn't have a lot to work with. Had to make a reflex save. Did so. Lion Blaze almost tied the game, but old Ironsides comes to the rescue.
Goes with a quick counterattack, and Charlotte are lucky that one isn't in the back of the net. Have to keep those rotations going. Look at Lion Blaze again. He's putting a lot of power behind the shots.
Ghost Gaming has woken up offensively. Again, they don't generate that many opportunities in general, but they have to now to try and keep pace with Charlotte. It's only 1 goal, but 1 has been enough in at least 2 games so far, and it could be for the 3rd. Andy with a big win, but that's going to go well wide. Lion Blaze has some time, but then he gets knocked all the way across the field by Beastabonium, and that kills any counterattack Ghost had designs on creating.
And Ghost, I mean, the counterattacks have been one of their best ways in. Now they have to start from beginning and maybe see if they can get a good win, but that's Beastabonium shot down. Save from Freshness. He's going to look to clear it out.
Andy quickly up for this as well, and Mektos, all he could do is guide that off to the side, but another rebound opportunity. Beastabonium threads the needle with his own car. He was looking for demos and could not find one.
But you see every time Ghost Gaming are moving upfield, how close they get to really putting a goal in net. Again, Charlotte, although they're managing the pressure, this one is still very close. We got 30 seconds remaining in game 1, and there's still time. I wouldn't count Ghost out until the ball hits the ground at 0.
Lion Blaze in a real tough spot. Got to circle around on this, and he has Freshness downfield. Oh, his drive was just too low, right at Delta. Would have liked to see maybe even a double effort out of there, but not to be. Final seconds ticking away. Freshness lobs one. Got to keep this in the air. It's going to spike down. Mektos just barely kept that up. But now they have to go the length of the field. Freshness waiting in the middle. Mektos in behind. He's going to be called on here in support. Delta trying to hit it where they ain't and guide this to the ground. But Lion Blaze waited him out. Give Ghost a lot of credit. They tried, but Charlotte waits them out and takes game 3.
Yeah, good work on Andy on that final play to, go for the fake into the spike down. Charlotte did not want to give that up. You can see it. Ghost Gaming still keeping the ball in the air till the end. But going into game number 4 now, like you said, Stacks, this has been a 1-goal affair. Need to see way more on the offensive end from both sides, as neither of this is very comfortable play, but it has been tight all the way through.
Do or die now for Ghost Gaming as they try to hang around in this tournament. Similar position to teams like XSET and Alpine and the Sonics. Hundreds of points behind G2. So too are the Charlotte Phoenix. This one's critical for both teams as they try to get into the top 6, and it just seems like Andy and the Phoenix want it more.
Oh, it does. Look at Andy with that carry. Beautiful into the top left corner. No one from Go is able to get a piece of that ball, and that's got to be a great start for Charlotte Phoenix. Momentum going their way.
One has been enough, so Ghost has to really kick this into overdrive. Lion Blaze gonna carry this himself, and look at Delta across the ceiling. You think this team's playing with confidence? My goodness.
Confidence, not even a sense of the... They couldn't even come close to describing it. This is trouble for Ghost. Now we're seeing some diving action, but still, looks like Charlotte Phoenix have all that control. No team plays recently from Ghost either, as it's not looking good. You talk about that one goal having such a big effect, and you can see it on how they're playing.
Delta, all the time in the world to play this. Lion Blaze could not turn around and challenge. They let him just march into the zone, and Beastabonium converts.
I mean, look at this. Delta bringing it up. Lion Blaze trying to get a clear out, but he hands it right to Beastabonium. The top left corner is Charlotte Phoenix's favorite spot, and now we got a 2-goal lead.
Charlotte just walked right in. There was nobody turned, nobody came out. They just left Lion Blaze hung out to dry. Freshness, nothing doing there. Follow up, double commit, and watch the Phoenix work. Oh, Beastabonium ran into Lion Blaze. That's the only reason it's not 3-0. Oh, never mind. It might be about to be. Delta just about got that through, if not for the efforts of Freshness. Now, finally, Lion Blaze can bring this out. We have not had a game where both teams have scored. It has been all shutouts, usually just 1-0. Delta, center. Oh, Beastabonium just flies into the net.
No,
Andy looking to make the ball follow, and he does not as Mektos makes the save. Lion back the other way. You can tell both teams looking for highlight reel plays, but neither is able to put one through.
Ghost should not be looking for highlight reel plays. They just need a goal. The play setup doesn't matter here. They need to get through the defense. No demo plays you've seen. So far, the closest they've gotten to net is someone on a solo play carrying. They need more than that. Right now, down by 2, you can see Charlotte Phoenix. They are systematically dismantling Ghost on the defensive end with these one plays, pulling them out, these close shots, getting 2 members of the defense to jump. Everything is going for them in the first half of this game.
Oh, Andy flip resetter. He tried. Couldn't use it. Now Lion Blaze. Oh, he just completely whiffed on it. How many times, by the way, have we seen Charlotte Phoenix come down the field and whoever's on the ball is just staring at the exhaust of a Ghost defender? They've always got their back to the play coming in, and nobody else is able to come in and help out. When you let a team just walk into the zone like that, as they have throughout this tournament, going back to day 0, day 1, you know, you are setting yourself up for failure. Yeah, they're alive here in the knockout gauntlet, but their life expectancy is about 2 minutes away from being up. Delta couldn't catch up here off Andy's feed, but it's another quality look at the Ghost net.
And let me look at the Ghost net. They're flailing around looking for just anyone to make contact on the ball. Tons of double commits, and Charlotte Phoenix just running right through them. More pressure coming out, but maybe that clear could be a sign of hope, as there's a double commit on the defensive end. Fresh just might have a look, but a 50 comes through. Lion Blaze, does he have the flip? He does, but Andy's still set. Mektos will drop it down. They'll get cleared out. Unbelievable. Ghost don't score on that.
It's their best look, and it yields nothing. Beastabonium still downfield for Andy, but Mektos got there first. It remains 2-0. Ghost hanging on to whatever lifeline they have, but Freshness can't beat Beastabonium to the punch. And this goes back downfield into the Ghost end. They got to throw caution to the wind now, coming up on the minute mark. Mektos couldn't get one through. Andy blocked by Freshness, but Delta's right there. Here goes Andy. The net is open, and Mektos just got back in time.
And Mektos gets back in time, but still, even though Ghosts are playing with a little bit more energy, they have not yet found a way in. And at this point, it's starting to get clutch time. You're going to pay attention to every single drive as we are in the final 40 seconds.
Lion Blaze to Freshness. Mektos has to fill in mid, but it doesn't matter. Delta had the clear. 30 seconds remain for Ghost Gaming. Beastabonium given away. Freshness coming on. No demo coming out from Lion Blaze. Delta avoided that. The clear is made, and Charlotte might have just salted this one away. Final 10 seconds. Beastabonium, one last clear. And Dazarin, how about this Charlotte defense? As stingy as you could ask for, as they shut out Ghost Gaming 3 out of 4.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Charlotte Phoenix come in and only allow a single goal from Ghost Gaming in a 4-game set. Wow.
Wow.
They come into game 4 here, and it's just all Charlotte. It's just all Charlotte all the way through. This one is definitely more on Ghost's end of things in terms of not being able to really create any offense. We didn't see any infield pass plays. You look at Charlotte when they push forward, you look at Ghost, and it's night and day. It is night and day. They just didn't have it. They didn't show up.
Daz, I guess you could say they just didn't want it more.
They didn't.
They really didn't. FaZe Clan won their match against Envy in a 3-0 sweep. Your future RLCSX World Champions are through into the top 8. That means Envy drops down, and they have to deal with that Charlotte defense. So it'd probably be a little different challenge going up against Envy than trying to shut down Ghost Gaming. But we will see exactly how that plays out. But we won't see it yet. In fact, we won't see it at all in this stream. That'll be over on the main stream. What we will have is the Susquehanna Sonics up against the Cinderella, perhaps, of this tournament. RBG Esports. Sup. Coming your way right after this.